Hello everyone. Today we are going to see about basics of computer networks. We already studied about data communication. Here I am going to say about what are the basic things comes under the network. Computer network. Here it is the definition. A computer network is a set of computers connected together for the purpose of sharing resources. So network is used for sharing the things. Either it may be text, images, audio, video from one to another one through some communication medias. So through we need required internet for sharing the things. It may be a printer or it may be a files or it may be a audio images, video images like that. So why we are using computer networks? There are some advantages under that. First thing is it is an enhanced communication and availability of the information. Why we are using computer networks? So lot of informations are available in the internet. We can extract the information. We can send the information from one to another one. So it is very convenient for resource sharing. Another thing is file sharing is very easy for transmitting the data. Next, it is highly flexible. We can use whenever need, we can use the network data. Then it is an inexpensive system. It is not more expensive when compared to the normal wired media. Then it boosts storage capacity. We can easily download the contents. We can easily compress the information. We can easily transmit the files easily from one devices to another one. Next, disadvantages of the computer networks. So, disadvantages means it lacks independence. Independence means it depends on the one devices. If sender can transmit the data from one devices to another one, it needs some communication media like a router, switcher, like that it needs something for transmitting the data. So it needs some dependence. It poses security difficulties. Here they have to face some of the difficulties under that. Why means if we are sending the data from one to another one means so it needs some difficulties. That is if they lost the packet, otherwise if they lost the messages, so there may be a tower problem, there may be any difficulties for transmitting the data, traffic. Due to that we cannot receive exact data in that. So it lacks of robustness. It needs some clarity of messages for transmitting. Next, it allows for more presence of computer viruses and malware. So while transmitting the late data or we have to send the mail from one to another, we have to face lot of issues. So like viruses, malware like that. So it requires an efficient handler for that is it needs some antiviruses to avoid attacks from the outside world. It requires an expensive setup, so it needs some setup for avoiding the malwares. Next, components of networks. Components means it requires different components for transmitting the data. First thing is computer net requires hubs, server, client, communication channel. These are the some of the components comes under the computer networks. First one is hub. What is hub? The hub is it is like a media which are connected to more than one devices. We can call it as an hub. Second thing, it is a computer or devices connected to a computer network. A network host may offer information, resources and application to the users or other node on the networks. That is a single hub can communicate with more than one devices for transmitting the data. There are two types of hubs, active hub and the passive hub. Active, what is active? Active means it simplifies the signal as it moves from one connected devices to another one. Active connectors are used like repeaters. Repeaters means whenever required we can connect with another media like a hub. Next, repeaters. It is like a repeaters. So it is a device electrically amplifies the signal it receives and rebroadcast. It means it receives the signal from the sender and automatically broadcast to the another one. Next, passive hub. Passive hub, it allows the signal to pass from one computer to another without any changes. Active means it automatically converted, whereas passive means there is no change for transmitting the information. So let us see the example. Second one is server. We know that server. So single LAN consists of different servers. The next one, second one is called as a server. It is a type of computer or devices and a network that manages network resources. So it is a dedicated one, that is a single server may communicate with a lot of LAN facilities. That is like a hub. Next component, third component is called as a client. Client means the source to destination. That is a source is called as a client. The client is a piece of computer hardware or software that acts as a service made available by the server. It's like a hub. Fourth component is called as a communication channel. So the communication, already I said that communication channel means either the sender, the source have to communicate the information to the destination, means they have some communication media, communication channel. It may be either wired or wireless one. So already I said that types of communication channels are wired. We can call it as a guided communication channel, whereas in wireless means unguided communication channel. Guided means it may be protected. That is in wired means already. For example, let me see about a cable TV network. So it is a wire, but it should protect it within shield, electrical shield copper wire. So like that they will communicate with easily. So wireless means it's an unguided media which is used for transmitting the information, does not contain any link. Fourth one is called as an communication channel. Already I explained that. So example for wired communication channels are twisted pair cables, coaxial cable, fiber optical cables. Second one is I already said that wireless one. So radio waves, microwaves, satellite does not contain any live connection, physical connection.